Alright, what is up, YouTube or Twitch, depending on what you're watching, depending on what site you're watching this. Let me make sure y'all, since I just skipped the ad, let me make sure y'all can hear me really quick once this gets started. Alright, y'all can hear me. What is up, everyone? Multi-Apples here bringing another live stream. I'm live streaming on Twitch right now, as I usually do, and as I usually do, I just live stream on YouTube for a short amount of bit before I live stream a little RuneScape. Now I am live streaming Brunswick Pro Bowling, mainly because I find this game interesting, and I did study a little, and I have to go and run some errands. Just an errand. It's like I actually started back at the gym today, literally today, and I've decided to join a walking group, and we're having the first meeting later today. So I may come back, depending on how long the meeting is. I may just come back and upload this during Monday Night Raw, depending on how long the meeting takes. If not, it'll be uploaded tomorrow. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. As usual, I'm doing the career mode, and I will be trying to actually, as usual, just complete the career mode. As I fudge up a little bit there. Yeah, and we're currently at 16% of the career mode done. Thankfully, though, but, you know, as usual, I will try to do my best to at least complete something in the career mode. As even though he got a spare there and I didn't, I got a strike there, which is good. Which is better than a spare, if you ask me. Dang it, he got a strike. I think back-to-back strikes, which sucks. Hey, but at least we got 3 straight strikes. Our highest is 287 on a game. I like that backflip. I have no idea what he gets there because I tend to want to skip. I tend to want to skip the just what the CPU plays. He got a spare there as well, unfortunately for us. And unfortunately for us, this has somewhat of a spin to it. But thankfully, it's doable in terms of getting a spare. And unfortunately, this has a little spin, so I'm not sure if we're going to hit all the pins. Nope, we aren't. So I need him to at least miss at least three on, at some point in the future, when I'm beating my rival. But who knows, it could happen. Unless I'm in the lead, which I highly doubt. I also need to edit this to create a I'm losing actually by a lot. I need to edit the title. I totally messed up with the I totally missed the title twice. Once I tried to capitalize everything. I also misspelled view. How sad is that? We hit done to update the title and refresh it. Now we can continue as I'm losing by like 14. And that should be able to I'm losing by at least 10. Probably. Definitely. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't drop any frames. Check the score. I'm winning surprisingly. I say surprisingly because I wasn't expecting. Because I didn't knock down every pin this game. I can't wait till the Call of Duty DLC comes out. I hope to get it eventually. It's the Resistance DLC Pack 1. Sucks it's on the, it's already out on the PS4 and not on the Xbox One. I'm just happy that it's coming out, to be honest. See if I won. Thankfully, I did win. I didn't even know it was possible for me not to get strikes and spares and still win the game against a rival that's this good. Let's continue. Yeah, we can beat this guy. Let's try, at least. I should say. I haven't been bowling in real life in a while, but I would like to go, and I do love bowling. I'm terrible at it, mainly because I hardly ever bowl, but I do like to bowl. I like bowling video games. They're always cool in my book. No! Dang it, I'm totally gonna miss one pin here at least. Maybe two, but I doubt it with the way the ball was moving. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get a split ends, aren't I? Yep. I need to change the way I'm bowling. Suddenly I'm not so confident. Dang it. Yeah, I need to move my pin a little over, actually. The bowl a little. Let's quit and restart. Let's restart. Because I was totally messing up right there. Dang it, like I just messed up there. Let me refresh my stream one more time to actually see if the title's been updated, thankfully. As usual, if you missed this on Twitch, you can always view me on YouTube. Crap, I should have went towards more of the middle. I should have hit all three, but I didn't. Yeah, as usual, if you missed this on Twitch, you can always check this out on YouTube. Like I said, my channel is in the description. If you're watching this on Twitch, I totally butchered that. If you're watching this on YouTube, my Twitch channel is in the description. I once again messed this up. And yeah, so you can watch me on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can always watch me. You can always check. I always mess this up. You can always doing horrible, even though I didn't do horrible there. You can always I lost my train of thought. But you can always watch. You can always interact with me live if you if by clicking on the link in the description for my Twitch channel. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm losing by a lot, I have a feeling. But I will check the score shortly. Continue. Skip. Yep, I'm losing by a lot. So that means this rival has to mess up a lot for me to actually win. Hopefully he will. So far, so good in terms of bowling, though. Now that I got everything set up properly, which I'm happy about. I'm super excited for Monday Night Raw. I'm kind of excited. Like, I like watching Monday Night Raw. Oh, this is going to be a bad bowling attempt on my part. Maybe not. But in terms of... You know, I remember when the draft started in 2016. And around this time last year, I was saying that... I'm messing up by the spin. With the spin. I was saying that SmackDown had the better storyline, but Raw had the better wrestlers. Now I feel like that SmackDown has the better wrestlers, but Raw has the better stories. Although, to be fair, the WrestleMania 34 main event is going to be kind of predictable, as I butchered. I'm going to lose this, aren't I? Yeah. I may have to get like strikes every time from now on. The WrestleMania 34 main event should be kind of predictable. I lost. But the reason why I don't like... My only reason for not liking WWE is the main fact that some bad storytelling for the most part, on some occasions, as well as they always tend to push the wrestlers that no one really likes, i.e. Roman Reigns, John Cena. Well, the kids liked John Cena, and women and children like Roman Reigns, as I don't hit a pin here. But they don't always push the wrestlers that everyone in the crowd likes. And by that I mean people like Sami Zayn. Dang it, I messed after we start this. Maybe not. You have guys like Sami Zayn, who, well, to be fair, he is being pushed, but I mean, you look at guys like Todd Dillinger, who's over on the NXT roster, isn't being used that much. I'm disappointed with how they're using Bobby Roode, though, on SmackDown. I'm glad he's U.S. champion, but let's quit the game and start over. Yeah, I'm not happy. I feel like Bobby Roode should always be a main eventer, and they didn't really push too much with Shinsuke up until the Royal Rumble, which I'm glad he won. And the main event should be predictable in what I was going to say, I don't know if I said this earlier, but it should be predictable in the sense that it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, with Roman Reigns winning. I mean, Roman Reigns is just controversial in the sense that, not by anything he's done, but with the way the fans view him. You know, the majority of the fans actually don't like him, and I feel like you don't hear this has been noted by a lot of people and a lot of fans, is that the reason you don't hear the boos is mainly because of the fact that WWE will try to hide the fact that fans are booing him and edit, other videos to show that he's actually likable, even though a lot of the people don't like him and find him overrated. I personally find him a bit overrated on the mic. He's horrible on the mic, in my opinion. But I think I would be too. I would be a horrible wrestler, but from a fan standpoint, I criticize WWE because I want to see it improve. I'm doing horrible. I want to make it more enjoyable than it actually is. But he's athletic in the ring. I just feel like WWE is trying to limit him in the ring so they can have him for a while as opposed to other wrestlers. It sucks because you have guys like Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens and AJ Styles and Sami Zayn, like I mentioned, Ty Dillinger, Bobby Roode, all should be faces of the company. Instead, they make Roman Reigns, who a lot of people don't like. Let me see how I'm doing now. I'm still losing, mainly because I messed up during the middle part. Yep, once I'm gonna lose this. Unless I hit a strike, I think even with a strike here, I'm still gonna lose. It's horrible bowling. See how much I lost by? 34. You see what I mean? Let's try it one more time before moving on. Zack Ryder's another instance of a fan favorite that WWE doesn't try to push. Okay, let me restart this. I mean, if you look at his United States title run in 2011, he was incredibly over. And then in January of 2012, they just gave him a terrible feud with Kane and John Cena. They involved him with that terrible feud. And he's just been on the low card. He's been a lower card wrestler ever since. And he did get a push, kind of, a one-day reign as Intercontinental Champion and a victory at WrestleMania. But that was only literally the next day he lost it to The Miz, the Intercontinental title to The Miz, and ever since he hasn't been used that much. I mean, he was injured. Technically he did win a Battle Royal for the Hype Bros as well, but he was injured, and then several months later they faced the Usos, I think, and they for a number one opportunity, and then they still lost, which to me is very frustrating because if you look at Zack Ryder's career, he tends to they tend to book him to lose a lot and not give him much attention. And when he finally got himself over, they were forced to push him. And then they stopped pushing him abruptly, literally a month later. Which, as a Zack Ryder fan, is frustrating because I like Zack Ryder. Kurt Hawkins is another guy they never push. I mean, after he was part of the Edgeheads and won the tag team title with Zack Ryder, he's just been a jobber. He was released eventually. I should be winning. He was released back in 2014, but he signed with WWE literally 2 years later, and he won a couple matches, and then he's been embarking on a losing streak. Which is another guy, if they bothered to build up a proper backstory and a proper gimmick, he could be over, in my opinion. You really don't get to see his wrestling ability because of the fact that he tends to lose a lot. This should be a strike. I doubt it. I may win this time. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, I won by 17 finally. I'm almost done with the rivals. Rival victories, 15 out of 21. Wow, I'm almost done with that. Let's also get some equipment. The Ringer Platinum Pearl. Let's buy this. The most expensive shirt's like 5K. And the most expensive bowling ball is 13K. As I'm commenting horribly on this live stream. I think what I'll do is I'll buy everything else except for the bowling ball, because it seems like the most it costs is 6K, which isn't even half of the most expensive bowling ball. Tournaments. Let's not do the final. Actually, yeah, let's do the Techno Bowl final, just to knock it out of the way. I have no idea what to talk about. Is it just me, or does the Techno Bowl, the way it looks, hurts anyone else's eyes? Like, it hurts mine. Maybe because I'm sitting in a dark room. I totally butchered this. Why would I move the ball over when after I got a strike from the perfect position? I don't know why I did that. At least I got a spare. This should be a strike. I hope. No, it isn't. Dang it. Oh, I'm gonna miss both. Never mind. I wanted to hit the bowling ball on the right side to actually allow it to actually hit the other pin, but to get a spare, but it didn't happen. Alright, I'm back in the perfect position to get a strike. And then I messed up. As usual, I tend to do horrible. It's amazing. I've played this game. I've had this game, I think, since August. It's still a good game, as I hit all but one. I'm glad I'm still winning, though. Ah, dang it. What a surprise, I'm doing horrible. You know, the one thing I hate about streaming is that no one tends to come into my streams, so I have no one to interact with, and I'm just sitting here talking to myself. And I have no idea what to talk about because I'm a boring person. Oh, now that time I did well. Okay, come on, that should have knocked down all the pins. Well, at least now I bowled a good frame. Yeah, but yeah, that's the one horrible thing about streaming, is that, especially starting out, is that no one, unless you want to have game volume on, but you never know if someone's going to come in. But the horrible part is that, especially when you're starting out, or if you're playing by yourself, and you're playing by yourself, you have no one to come in and talk to you, and hopefully eventually you find out someone will come in, and eventually that person will tell more people, and more people will come in, as I bowl horribly there, and then, you know what I mean? It goes on and on until you tell other people. When they tell other people. I hope. I hope if you watch this on YouTube, you actually check out my Twitch streams. Unless you tell... oh, I actually won that, despite bowling horribly. I mean, unless you actively tell people that you stream, and you tell them what time you stream, then you're more likely to get a viewer. I don't know why I didn't edit the title before. I may have to, like, when I'm exporting this later today or tomorrow, I may actually have to change the title, which is a pain in the butt. Oh, this is gonna be one of those where I get a spare. If I get a spare, I should say. I really dislike Technobowl. I mean, I like the colors, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying, and it's kind of super dark, yet super bright at the same time, if you ask me. So that way it's kind of annoying. Otherwise, it would be cool. Cool place if like they wouldn't mix a whole ton of colors at the same time. Which, ironically, that's what I usually like the most. I think they overdid it here, though. I usually like things that are really colorful, and this map in Brunswick Pro Bowling is really colorful. It's just, I think they overdid it. Although, I guess that's why they did it in terms of techno. Gosh, I hope the walking meeting I go to has food, because I'm hungry. For breakfast, I had oatmeal, and then I had to get ready to go to the gym. And then when I went to the gym, I worked out, and then I just ate something, a tropical smoothie. I think that's the place. It is. Not sure if it's national or worldwide. But after tropical smoothie, I just came home and I haven't had anything to eat all day. Although I'm glad I took like the month of December and January off. Mainly because of the fact that, well, I'm not going to go into this due to personal reasons, actually. But I started back, and I'm starting on a new diet, as I only managed to hit 2. Dang it. As I win by a lot here. I wonder what my average is. Continue. Overview. 20 out of 25 achievements, really? Average score is 169. Wow, that's low. I wonder why I started. How did I win with 138 over Nanette Channing? That'll never cease to amaze me. So 6 total rivals I have to beat. Which I don't mind. It's better than 21. Wonders never cease. I actually bowled horribly and got a strike. Oh gosh, I'm not going to get a strike here. Never mind, I was wrong. That's a surprise. Wonders never cease. Okay, normally I wouldn't move it, but I got 3 strikes in a row. So I'm not going to do anything other than what I have been doing. Dang it. Now the time I intentionally try to get a strike, I don't. But all the previous times, where I wasn't trying as hard, I got a strike. Especially the first bowling against this rival. Lucky for us, we're winning by a lot, hopefully. I say we're either losing or winning by a lot, and I say that a lot. I really do say that a lot. So I actually watched the Super Bowl yesterday. It was a good Super Bowl. I'm a little disappointed for the fact that my favorite team, the New England Patriots, won. Or, not won, they lost. Why would I be disappointed if they won? It would make no sense. But I'm disappointed the Patriots lost. However, I am kind of happy the Philadelphia Eagles won their first ever Super Bowl. Because I always root for teams going there for their first ever championship. So I would have been happy with the result either way. Now, this is the Philadelphia Eagles' 4th overall championship, but their first ever Super Bowl. And as usual, I'm supporting my favorite team, New England Patriots, next season. So we'll have to see how well we do. Tom Brady actually said he doesn't know. He says he'll be back, but he has to process everything. Which means he might be back. Our backup quarterback is Brian Hoyer, who is a good quarterback. I don't think no offense to him, he's not on the level of Tom Brady, but he's a great quarterback. What's surprising is Philadelphia, the Eagles, they won. Oh, I like the dance move, that was awesome. But the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl with their backup quarterback. Now, if you remember, Carson Wentz was the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, but he got injured, I think, close to the end of the season, and Nick Foles was the backup. Dang it. Let's try one more time and then have to head out. So, that's pretty interesting, though. I thought we'd won that, but which I was a little disappointed that we didn't. Dang it. That was a horrible ball here. So basically the only two professional sports that are on now is actually hockey, the NHL, and I'm lagging. Sorry, never mind. And the NBA. The NHL and the NBA. Continue. Now, my favorite team in the NHL is the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I'm hoping, obviously, that they would win the Stanley Cup. And in the NBA, my favorite team is the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. I don't pay attention to lacrosse, like the Major League Lacrosse or the National League Lacrosse, even though I should. Ooh, I knocked down another one. Dang it. I may defeat this rival when I come back. I actually do have to head out. So sorry about that, y'all. And it's not just because I'm losing. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I'm going to export it to YouTube when I come back. I'm assuming it's not too late. I hope y'all have a good one. Sorry for ending the stream abruptly. Stay safe. God bless. Peace out. Love y'all. It was a little lag again. Sorry about that. And I'll see y'all next time. Deuces.